Yeah, we just want everybody to have a safe and happy holiday. We have people that's working, so we want them to have a safe and happy holiday, and we want to make sure everybody is safe and prevent what we saw earlier from happening.
Now, tell me about kind of what happens this time of year for you guys in 911 calls and stuff like that.
Okay, that's a good question. Try. Um, just like an increase in calls or try.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all I'm really looking for.
Okay. Yeah, during this time of the year, we do get some of these fires like this. We get a lot of emergencies. So we're just want everybody to have a safe holiday. And that's why we're out here doing this to try to teach everybody the proper way to fry turkeys and to prevent these things from happening.
Now, why do you think this time of year is kind of an uptick for fires and for kitchen
Yeah.
mishaps like this?
think I think the problem is a lot of people just, oh, it never happened to me. I'm just gonna go fry a turkey. What can happen? And don't take the necessary precautions and stuff like this happens. That's why we want everybody to make sure you have a thawed out turkey. You have the 3 foot no kid zone, no pet zone. You're not frying your turkey in your garage or on a patio or under a breezeway. You're getting it out in the open on a flat surface, and yet you have your fire extinguisher available.
Yeah, a lot of things I hear about, like young people or people cooking for the first time. Is that kind of what y'all see, or
Yeah, I think it's just people, everybody's on Instagram now looking and stuff, and they see, oh, he fried a turkey, it looks good. Or I had a fried turkey last year, let's try it. And not knowing the necessary steps to make sure it's done safely.
and so you guys do this demonstration to kind of let people know every year. Tell me what where was I going with this? I'm
Mm.
sorry. um, the main points. You kind of hit the main points
The
earlier.
main points is make sure you're not frying it inside of a garage or on a patio or any structure that could possibly catch on fire. Make sure it's done on a level surface. Make sure you have your fire extinguisher done. Make sure you have your 3 feet, no kids, no pet zone, and make sure that the turkey is thawed out. And then you take all the necessary steps to make sure you measure the water, mark your water, make sure you dry your turkey, and make sure you dry your pot before you put your turkey in there.
Now, this should be happening outside, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of cooking that's happening inside.
Yes.
You've got things on the stove, you've got things in the oven.
Mhm.
Tell me about some safety that people can kind of keep in mind inside the kitchen.
The biggest thing is to make sure you have your fire extinguisher and make sure you don't leave anything unattended because anything can happen. You know what I mean? Just make sure you're watching. If you got something in the oven, set your timers and stuff like that. Mhm.
This might be, I'm not trying to throw you a curveball, but
Yeah.
if you do use your fire extinguisher, you've got like a little flame in the oven. It kind of ruins everything in the oven. Is
Yeah.
there anything you can do aside from that?
Turn the oven off. Sometimes you may be able to grab it out of it smoking. I don't, so you can kind of got to evaluate the situation because yes, if you spray it inside the oven, you will ruin everything. So just the main thing is to make sure you turn the oven off and then close the oven. Most of the time it may go off or you may be able to grab it and take it outside if it's just smoking or something.
Is there a level, and I don't know if this would make you uncomfortable saying there's a level
Okay.
of fire that that demands, is it whenever it gets overwhelming, that's whenever it demands a.
If you don't feel comfortable, you should call 911. That's the only answer I can get you. Only you know that. I'm a little bit more trained, so I may take more risks than a normal person. But if you don't feel comfortable, call 911 and let a professional take care of it.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Any other kind of tricks to kind of stop like a fire that might be just starting or anything like that that's not.
Smoke detectors.
All right.
Have your smoke detectors. Make sure they're working at this time of the year, especially if you're cooking overnight.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Anything I didn't ask you that you just think is super important?
No, I think we're all
A
good.
couple of questions, and you can look at it even while answering.
Yes.
First off, I go frying a turkey. A lot of people don't use their fryer year round. It's kind of a maybe once for the holiday, twice for the holidays. Just talk about that, just because it's not a normal cooking device that we use, and these tips are kind of a good reminder.
And that's why I think we have so many issues because not many people have used a deep fryer, or like you said, it's only used once a year. So they kind of forget some of the things. And that's the reason we come out here and try to do this demonstration to give everybody just like a refresher on some of the things and some of the tips and some of the things to do.
And just kind of beat in that reminder as like where you say today is the day. If you're going to fry a turkey, it needs to be out.
Yeah.
So there's no shortcuts of going, well, if I soak it in the water for a day,
Mm.
I can do it just the night before.
Know your turkey. If you have a big turkey, it should have already been thawing out, so it can be completely thawed by Thursday. So if it's not, you need to get it out today as soon as possible to make sure you have it. And please do not deep fry it if it's not completely thawed.